cut very good. Time to change the blades. These blades aren't very thick. They're like half the thickness of regular blades. And this one they so generously put a damn sticker on here. See how clean this comes off. Actually came off real nice. Put a quality sticker on there, not some cheap piece of junk. Well, it looks like nylon blade holders. I'll get the camera turned, repositioned so you can see what I'm doing here. Your guess is as good as mine as to the size of the nut. Well, that's a little too loose. Okay, 15 it is. Little shock of wood to tighten the blade up against, so that didn't work out. Maybe it turns this way. So one motor spins one way, one spins the other. So I'm thinking this one's an opposite thread. I've never changed these before, so I don't know. And of course, I didn't buy this new, so I don't have the owner's manual. And I never did this before. Good God! Never had a lawnmower on with these things on there so damn tight. Alrighty. Now where did yeah, that's organized. go. You know, I'm starting to really hate this twin blade design because of this. Really no good way to lock the blades in. Unless there's a way I don't know about. There we go. Yeah, one guy at Womack's Affordable Lawn Care out of California said they use nylon parts. Well, this part's nylon. Part of the blade retention is nylon. But the nut in the shaft is metal, so I don't see this holding up the commercial use, so I know on the commercial mowers that has been changed. Okay, so this is the proper blade for it. At least it was. Okay, I was wondering why the holes in the blade didn't lap when I laid it on top. I had to rotate the blade 180 degrees. Yeah, this blade will do much, much better. I'm not a fan of these twin blades. I got it used, but I guess they're supposed to be better at mulching, but I haven't yet. I'm not used to opposite threads on these things. Since I don't have a manual, I'll judge that as tight enough. Now for the other blade, and of course that's below my kneecap. And of course the lawnmower likes to take a tumble. It'd be nice if I had a workbench. Now this one's going to be, I think, a little more difficult to remove. Well, maybe not. Does it have reverse threads on it as well? That won't make any sense because it spins the opposite direction. Well, they got opposite threads and the blades spin in different directions. That makes no sense to me. Maybe that's because if you change the blades and mix the nuts up, you don't get cross thread. That makes sense to me. Yeah, this blade has taken a lot of dings. That ain't cutting much. So thin and fragile. Oh, where'd the other blade go? Yeah, right next to me, under the ratchet set. And if you can see, they have the half moon shapes, so you could put the blade on only one way. You could put the blade on it this way, but I'm assuming this means blade 1, that's for this one. Because as it spins, it throws the grass out to the rear, and as this one spins, it'll throw the grass out to the rear. You can see here the overlap of the cut. That's about blade tip to here. A good half-inch overlap. I've been getting mohawk cuts, probably because the blades are so dull, so these should take care of that. There we go. Oh, this thing is taking a hit. There's a big old chunk taken out of there. Yeah, that could be part of the reason why it ain't cutting very good anymore. Oh, this one, I'm getting it all mixed up. This is the standard righty-tighty. Yeah, so the motors do spin opposite directions. Oh boy, you could tell this is my first time changing these blades. Oh hey, built-in blade stopper right there. That's tight enough. I don't know the specs. And it falls over again, and we're done with that blade change. Now I want to see how well it performs, and I got some tall grass and I can try to mow. We'll see how good the results are. So far it's doing a better job. what did I learn so far from those new blades? It actually does cut better. Just that the grass here is so thin it doesn't grow really thick in the sandy soil like it does with in regular loam or black dirt or other soil, because the water just drains so fast. But in the parts where, so you can see over there, like where there's, you know, leaf debris and stuff, you know, for little bits of pieces of twigs fall from these live trees all the time. Well, you know, coming in storm, like the newest twigs will snap off in a good wind. It mulches them up really good because they're so soft and tender. You really don't do any damage to the blades because they just mulch it right up. So that's a win on the twin blade. Seems to mulch really good. I don't know how the single blade Greenworks mowers mulch. I'd have to get one to find out. Or actually, I could ask a lawn service. I know Womack's Affordable Lawn Care, I think it is. I'll put a link in the video description. In California, he runs battery power as much as he can, you know, because you know, they offer that kind of service to California. That and their emission standards are way different than here in Wisconsin. They want to go, California wants to go pretty much all battery lawn equipment by like 2030, I think, and something like that. So yeah, the noise is really nice. Chatting with the one neighbor, he really appreciates the thought of the neighbors and when I'm running battery chainsaws. Because he said one time, you know, someone was running chainsaw at 7:30 in the morning or something. I'm like, I was like with him, I was like, what the bleep? You know, so he appreciates that, you know, just because it's so quiet here. You know, you could be having a barbecue and a party and you don't have it, you know, chatting with friends, you don't have that disturbance level. So yeah, and if someone, your neighbor, you know, tends to sleep in, like, you know, they work second shift, you know, the battery equipment is nice and you can get up and get cutting right away in the morning while they're still sleeping, you know. So, or third shift, they sleep middle of the day, you're not really gonna disturb them, you know. Unless you know all the neighbors here, you don't know who works what shift, you know. Some are retired, some work. So, and it's a major win for having Greenworks here. That's all I can say. So until next time, folks, take care, get out there and build something.